Okay, so to start off with, we have a Rick. The first question is, what words are used to describe the book? Read the blurb carefully, you'll be able to find the answers. The I. Why do you think Maya is excited to see her family? And C. Why has the author included a foreword by Michael Morpurgo? Remember to answer in full sentences. So what words were used to describe the book? The words used to describe the book, then your answer. Okay, so what is inference? An inference is an idea or conclusion that's drawn from evidence and reasoning. An inference is essentially an educated guess. When you make an inference, you're reading between the lines or just looking carefully at the facts and coming to conclusions. Okay, look at the pictures and think about these questions. These are kind of inference style questions. So, what was the temperature like when this photo was taken? Explain your answer. What time of day do you think it is? How do you know? Why do you think it's that time of day? Why would the person's drink be described as well deserved? Think about what they've done, where they are, and how they would get there. What do you think is in the person's backpack? So let's have a look at some example answers and see what kind of answers you have. So, question 1. What was the temperature like when this photograph was taken? The temperature must have been cold because the hiker has their hood up. We can see it is not raining, therefore it must be cold. I would also accept if you thought it was particularly windy, because sometimes when it's windy and it's cold, you have your hood up. What type of day do you think it is? How do you know? I think it is late evening because the sun is setting on the horizon. It cannot be sunrise because the hiker wouldn't have walked up the mountain in the middle of the night. It's very unlikely the hiker would walk up the mountain in the middle of the night. It would be very dangerous, they wouldn't be able to see. Next one. Why could the person's drink be described as being well deserved? The drink could be described as being well deserved because it must have taken a lot of effort to climb such a tall mountain. Last one. Why do you think, or what do you expect is in this person's backpack? I expect there will be supplies, a change of clothes, some food, some equipment in the hiker's backpack so they are prepared for whatever happens on their hike. Okay, one more. So look at this picture, think about these questions. In what country do you think this photograph was taken? Give some reasons why. What can you tell about the climate in this place? Climate is the type of weather they normally have. What sort of building can be found on the far right of the street? List 2 things you might expect to hear when walking down this street. Okay, so this is some example answers. So first one, in which country do you think this photograph was taken? I think this photograph was taken in China because the signs and lanterns are covered in Chinese writing, which is unusual in the UK. I would also accept any Oriental country, so if you said Korea, Japan, Taiwan, I'd also consider them as well. So next one, what can you tell about the climate in this place? I can tell that the climate is warm because many of the people in the photograph are wearing short sleeve shirts despite the fact that it's evening. Question 3. What sort of building can be found on the far right of the street? A pharmacy, doctors, a hospital, either one of them, can be found at the far right of the street. I know this because the plus sign is used to show places for medical care. List 2 things you expect to hear when walking down the street. I would expect to hear lots of conversation in a range of languages. I would also expect to hear lots of sort of sounds of cooking coming from the food stands at each end of the street. Have you got something similar? Okay, now we're going to use those skills that we've been practicing for this next task. So we're going to draw inference. Read the sentences and draw what is being described. So this is an extract from page 8 of the book Journey to River Sea. Some of the rivers are black and some are brown, and the ones that run in from the south are blue, and this is because of what is under the water. What are the key words that helped you decide what your picture looked like? So I want to draw a picture using that description, then label the key words. Okay, now for your second task. Go to draw inference, going to read the sentences and draw what is being described. So this is now from page 15. Listen carefully. Then, on the second day of the storm, Maya made her way to the main stateroom, where the passengers were supposed to sit and enjoy their drinks and have parties. Miss Minton was helping the Portuguese ladies and Maya wanted to get out of the way. It was a huge room with red plush sofas screwed to the floor and long gilt-edged mirrors lining the walls, and at first she thought it was empty. So I want you to draw what you think that scene would look like, and again label it with the key words from this extract that helped you.